Hello, good evening everyone. This is JC de Guzman. Here we are once again for our daily top 5 gainers and top 5 losers analysis for Tuesday, September 24th, 2019. I am going to prepare you for the next trading day on Wednesday, September 25th. I am going to give you my unique way of doing data and technical analysis. And by the end of the analysis, I'm going to give you my overall sentiment and recommendations regardless whether you already have the stock or you are just about to enter a new position. Three reminders. I'm going to give you three reminders before we begin. First, before you enter a new position in any stock, make sure that the 10 SMACD combo is valid, the momentum power indicator is bullish, and that you are satisfied with your reward to risk ratio. Secondly, before or if you are going to enter a new position in any of these 10 stocks, and just in case they begin at a price lower or higher than the dominant range that you're about to see, please post a request for that stock's latest trade and volume distribution and true market sentiment charts in our private clients forum right here. In this very thread that I am reading right now. And lastly, but not the least, do not forget that this video is for short-term trading purposes only, not for long-term investing, even though sometimes, like today, you're going to hear some stocks that are members of the index. All right, without further ado, let's begin with SMPH. It closed today at 36.7, support is at 34, resistance is at the closing price itself. So it's at the brink of breaking above 36.70. When that happens, that price will become the immediate support and resistance will be at 40.2. I like this towering volume, but take note, it's a towering volume. It engulfed all of the volume bars to its left side simply because of a huge cross trade today. So about 91%, roughly 91% of SMPH's total turnover value for today was courtesy of that huge cross trade. If I'm not mistaken, it was uh, done by CLSA, that foreign broker. Okay, so foreign investors registered a net foreign buying worth 7.24 million pesos. The 10 SMACD combo is valid. Risk level is low, but the upward momentum is not yet confirmed very strong, meaning to say SMPH needs to break above 36.70, and I think it needs to inch a little bit closer to the resistance at 40.2 for the ADX to become around 90 to around 25 points or even higher. Okay, and for the positive DMI to increase the distance from the negative DMI. The last price is higher than the VWAP. That's good. That's a good thing if you are looking for a buy signal. The dominant range is also closer to the intraday high than the intraday low. So all in all, it's a bullish momentum power indicator, even though the mood of the top 10 brokers today was bearish. Nonetheless, that's just the mood of the top 10 brokers. It's not a barometer for the stock's next probable direction. So overall, all in all, it's still a bullish one for SMPH. Why? Why? Technically speaking, your 10 SMACD combo is valid. The momentum power indicator is bullish. If you are planning to top up because your trailing stop loss has not been hit yet, and of course, because you have buying power, top up within the dominant range, not at any random price that you see under the ask column. So don't imitate what those buy below price guys do. They just buy at any random price for as long as the price is below their buy below price. So it's a different thing here. It's a totally different logic here. We only buy within the dominant range because that makes our plan more strategic and more realistic at the same time. Okay, and that's one thing that I have made clear every time I conduct the Evergreen Strategy in Trading and Investing in the Philippine Stock Market seminar. So for that one alone, sometimes I spend about an hour or so just to emphasize to keep emphasizing, on that topic. Okay, so speaking of which, I do hope those of you who have not attended the Evergreen Strategy Seminar, and if you're somewhere near Makati, get your ticket as soon as possible so that we can see each other and learn from one another on September 28th in Makati from 10 in the morning until 5 in the afternoon. Let's talk about all of these things from stock selection up to the execution of the selling plan. I am going to teach you how not how to be an expert not only when it comes to buying but also when it comes to selling. Okay? Many traders are just experts when it comes to spotting buy signals. But they're like elementary guys when it comes to selling. Very weak strategy when it comes to selling. That's not what I don't want you to experience. So I'm going to teach you everything that I know when it comes to buying and selling and this entire evergreen strategy. Okay, going back to SMPH, it's a bullish overall sentiment. And if you don't have SMPH and if you're planning to enter a new position, I suggest that you wait for a breakout. Once it breaks above 36.70, ask for SMPH's trade and volume distribution and true market sentiment charts first in our private clients forum before you push the buy button. Because once it breaks above 36.70, there's no guarantee that the buy signals, the technical buy signals are still intact. So we have to reassess. Okay? We have to reassess always. Sentiments change. When things change, I always say that. So after SMPH, Mega World. It closed today at 4.97. Support is at 4.8. Resistance, it's right there at 5.3. Foreign investors registered a net foreign selling worth 23.7 million pesos. The 10 SMACD combo is invalid. The last price is below the 10 SMA. Risk level is low and the downtrend is still very strong. The last price is higher than the VWAP. The dominant range is closer to the, let's see, oh yeah, it's closer to the intraday high than the intraday low. The true market sentiment, the momentum power indicator is bullish despite the invalid 10 SMACD combo. The true market sentiment is neutral, so they were not really that excited to buy the dips. So they were just in a topsy-turvy sentiment, so to speak, today. So what do we do now? So let's create a scenario. If you have Mega World, let's say you violated the process, thinking that Sir JC doesn't know anyway, so let me buy, even though there are no buy signals. So now you've learned the hard way. Okay, now let's assuming you have it. You have Mega World. You bought Mega World despite the absence of buy signals. What should you do? I suggest that you hold your position. Don't top up. As soon as you see a red candlestick on Mega World tomorrow, recalculate your trailing stop loss. Reduce the percentage of risk that you have applied in computing your trailing stop loss. Execute your TSL if you must once it gets hit. Because you entered a new position even though there are no buy signals. So that's your penalty. Okay? For wanting to be taught for a certain process only to violate it. Okay? So don't buy the dips. Don't average down. There's no logical reason for you to do so. Now, if you are planning to enter a new position, postpone that plan for now. The downtrend is still more likely to continue. The 10 SMACD combo is invalid. The momentum power indicator is bullish. At this point, based on this price structure or candlestick structure of Mega World, you are better off waiting for the 10 SMACD combo to become valid. Meaning to say, at least wait for the price to move higher than 5 pesos or 5.10 per share. When that happens, reassess if the 10 SMACD combo is already valid and if the momentum power indicator is still bullish when that happens. So take one fluctuation at a time. So take advantage of your access to the private clients forum. This is the only place where you can ask me or ask the analysts whom I personally trained They are my alter egos. Okay, so after Mega World, green. Green closed today at 2.53. Support is at 2.25. Resistance, let me plot one here. It's at 2.63 as a precursor to 2.90. So 2.6 as a precursor to 2.9. Foreign investors registered a net foreign buying worth 6.5 million pesos. The 10 SMACD combo is valid. Risk level is low. And the uptrend is very strong. Bravo. Okay. The last price is higher than the VWAP, and the dominant range is closer to the intraday high than the intraday low. It's a bullish momentum power indicator. It's a neutral through market sentiment. So if you have green, and if you are planning to enter to add more shares, do it within the dominant range. That's not a bad idea at this point, technically speaking. And if you are planning to enter a new position, wait a minute, calculate your trailing stop loss first. If you are satisfied with it, then do a test buy within the dominant range. If not, then wait for a pullback, if that will happen, or a breakout, if that will happen also. Pullback close to 2.25 or breakout above 2.6. And then reassess the situation. So ask in the private clients forum for the latest analysis for green, just in case green will not make it for the next day's daily video. Okay, so next, CHP. It closed today 2.72. Support is at 2.3. Resistance is at 2.9. The 10 SMACD combo is no longer. It's not. Is it not valid? Let's double check. Okay, MACD is still moving below the signal line, so it's not yet technically valid. Not yet. Foreign investors registered a net foreign buying worth 407,000 pesos only. Risk level is low, and let's see if the momentum power indicator is bullish. The last price is higher than the VWAP, and yes, it's a bullish momentum power indicator. It's a bearish through market sentiment anyway. So there's a mini support right here, 2.6 as a precursor to 2.3. Okay, so it's more, for me, it's more likely for CHP to continue moving sideways between 2.6 to 2.9 at this based on my observation on the price movement and these technical indicators that I have. Do you have CHP? I suggest you hold your position for now. Don't top up. Don't top up. And if you're planning to enter a new position, I think you're better off waiting for a breakout, either above 2.9 or for a pullback closer to 2.6 again, and then reassess. I am not saying you should buy right away once it breaks out and once it breaks down. No, when those things happen, you have to reassess with our assistance if you don't know how to reassess on your own yet. Okay, so stay away from CHP for now. Okay, next, ZHI. It closed today at 0.26, 0.265. Support is at 0.22. Resistance is at 0.27 as a precursor to 0.31. The 10 SMACD combo is already valid. Foreign investors' participation is not significant, so I'm not going to mention the number. Risk level is already high. Attention, newbies, this is not for you, and this is not a newbie friendly stock anymore. Let's take a look at the last price. It's higher than the VWAP. The dominant range is closer to the intraday high than the intraday low. Okay, I give you a bullish momentum power indicator. It's a neutral through market sentiment. So if you have ZHI and you'd like to top up, and if your trailing stop loss has not been hit yet, add more shares within the dominant range. If you still have some buying power for this particular name. Now, if you're planning to enter a new position, it's better for you to wait for a breakout above 0.27, to get a confirmation, if the uptrend is still more likely to continue, and then reassess if ZHI still has gas to continue moving upward toward the northward direction once it breaks out above 0.27. Okay, Telco, Globe. It closed today at 1,826 pesos per share. Support is at 1,724. Resistance is at 1,986. Foreign fundies registered a net foreign selling worth 69 million pesos. The 10 SMACD combo is invalid. And obviously, the momentum power indicator is bearish. Risk level is low. And the last price is lower than the VWAP. That's automatically a bearish momentum power indicator. The true market sentiment is neutral, so that's not a sign of a huge interest to buy the dips. So meaning to say they are sort of still snubbing the dips. So might as well snub the dips also for us retail traders who are not as deep packeted as these foreign fundies, especially. So stay away from Globe. No buy signals, no top-up signals. And I hope none of you have Globe. So wait for it to enjoy, quote-unquote enjoy, its descent toward the support at 1,724. So next, PHEN. It closed today at 2.43. Support is at 2.2. Resistance is at 3 pesos per share. The 10 SMACD combo is invalid. The momentum power indicator is bearish. Those are not buy signals. Zero buy signals. Negative. So today, it's a net foreign selling worth 1.3 million pesos. Risk level is moderate. Last price is lower than the VWAP. Okay, that's a bearish momentum power indicator. Confirm. It's a neutral true market sentiment, meaning to say they also snubbed today's dips. So let's snub the dips as well. So stay away from PHEN for now. So don't top up. I hope none of you have a PHEN. And also don't enter a new position yet. Alright, so after PHEN, let's move to APC. It closed today at 0.68. Support is at 0.63. Resistance is at 0.77. It's, wow, it's still a valid 10 SMACD combo, but as early as now, I'm telling you it's a bearish momentum power indicator. And I'm not going to mention the foreign investors' participation because it's negligible. Risk level is extremely high. So newbies, fast forward. This is not for you. Okay. Support is at 0. Yeah, I already mentioned support and resistance. The last price is lower than the VWAP. That's not a good thing if we are looking for buy signals. It's a bearish momentum power indicator. It's a bullish true market sentiment, meaning to say the majority of the top 10 brokers found some interests to buy the dips at 0.68. But for us who are not, well, at least for the most of us, perhaps, at least maybe 95% of retail traders who are not as deep packeted as those top 10 brokers, I suggest that we wait for the momentum power indicator to become bullish at least. During the Evergreen Strategy Seminar in the past, I mentioned to those of you who attended already that it's okay for the 10 SMACD combo to be invalid for as long as the momentum power indicator is bullish. If you really want to force to barge in, when it comes to buying or entering a new position, but you should never do a test buy or top up if the momentum power indicator is bearish. So if you have a PC, you are better off recalculating your trailing stop loss. Adjust the percentage of risk that you have applied. Sell if you must. If you are planning to enter a new position, postpone that plan. Add APC in your watch list, but don't do a test buy yet. It's very risky for you, especially this is not a newbie friendly stock. Okay, so after APC, let's talk about IDC. It closed today at 6.85. Support is at 6 pesos per share. Resistance is at 7.2 as a precursor to 8 pesos per share, or maybe at 8.10. Foreign investors' participation is not significant, so let's skip that one. The 10 SMACD combo remains valid. It will remain valid for as long as the price is above 6.7. Risk level is extremely high. Okay, newbies, attention. This is not for you. Fast forward. Okay. Last price is lower than the VWAP. It's a confirmation that it's a bearish momentum power indicator. It's a neutral true market sentiment. So there was no strong appetite to no strong interest to buy the dips. So if you have IDC, hold your position for now, but don't buy the dips. Don't top up. And if you are planning to enter a new position, it's better for you to wait for a pullback close to 6 pesos per share, or for a comeback for a breakout above 7.2 with a green volume bar that is preferably higher than the 50% of the stock's 10-day volume average. Do you still remember the 10-day volume average which I taught you during the Evergreen seminar? If you already forget that, brush up on your handouts. I sent you a soft copy of the handouts for those who attended the seminar. So that's it for IDC. Next, PPG. It closed today at 8.91. Support is at 7.74. Resistance is at 9.04. Both of which are in confluence with the 61.8% and 78.6% retracements, respectively, of the up Fibonacci. Foreign investors' participation is also insignificant, so let's skip that one. The 10 SMACD combo is invalid. Risk level is moderate. Okay. The last price is lower than the VWAP, meaning to say it's already a confirmed bearish momentum power indicator. It's a neutral true market sentiment. If you still have PPG just because your trailing stop loss has not been hit yet, just hold your position. Don't panic. No need to adjust your percentage of risk in calculating your TSL. Volume is not that towering, so just hold your position. If you're not sure, if you still have to hold your position, then ask us, give us your exact specific details in the private clients forum so that we can come back to you with a customized answer that is only meant for you. Give us specific questions, specific details, and then we will give you specific answers. Specific questions beget specific answers. That's the policy here. That's the rule. That's the principle. So after PPG, that's the last stock for today's video. Alright, so again, this coming Saturday, 3 days from now, 3 to 4 days from now, I'll meet you in Makati, 10 a.m. to 8 to 5 p.m. for another Evergreen Strategy in Trading the Philippine Stock Market seminar. If you are a 1-year subscriber, you can buy your ticket at a 50% discount. If you are a 6-month subscriber, buy your ticket at a 30% discount. If you're a 1-month subscriber, buy your ticket at a 10% discount. Where should you buy your ticket? Go to our website first at www.equilis.com and click on seminars. Then you will see the calendar. Click the one for Makati. Register. There's an online registration form. Fill it out completely. And then check your inbox and your spam folder if it's not in your inbox. And then read the instructions on how to pay for your ticket and with your discounted price. With the discounted price, and then reply to that email with your proof of payment so that we can confirm that we have reserved a seat for you. Alright, I hope to see as many of you as possible this coming Saturday so that you can really take advantage of your subscription at Equilist Analytics. Again, my name is JC De Guzman, your analyst here at Equilist Analytics. Bye for now.